Bona mama kunjani? Isikhona. Hey mama, can you tell us more about you and who are you, where you come from?
My name is Pearl Moabelo. I am from the Gauteng Department of Social Development. I am the director responsible for social crime prevention and victim empowerment programs.
Okay mama. Mama, ngicela usitshele usazise kabanzi about this workshop or the seminar ukuthi what is all about?
The program yanamhlanje is the 19th of November. Annually, we are commemorating the International Men's Day, which is the day that we engage men across the province on men issues, on issues that affect men. We know that in most instances, men are perceived to be perpetrators. But we are saying that no, we still have good men that are there within the communities, that are able to plow back, that are able to now deal with men's issues. So today's commission, we are having men across the province, from Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, Joburg, Soweto, and Tshwane, right? And these are the men that will then be dealing with issues of men empowerment from the health perspective. How men are they able to then be economically empowered? So they are dealing with different issues that affect men in terms of how they are able to come back and within the community as men dealing with these issues.
So mama, since you are a lady, kumuntu obukele le interview kubo baba, because we know ukuthi masikhuluma nge-men's forum or men's movement expecte abantu besilisa. So what can you say to them since uwena the organizer, the forefront entweni yamadoda?
We need men equally as women, and men also need women in their space, so that we are then able to coexist. You know that within the family, when we talk about the family, we talk about umama and baba, who are then able to now bring everything together. So as a Gauteng Department of Social Development, we are saying that we need men that will then be empowered so that they are then able to come back and change the narrative that men are not good within our society, men are perpetrators, so that we are then able to ensure that men gets to be empowered and gets to then lead in terms of changing that narrative that men are not good. But at the same time, we need men that will now be able to be role models to young boys that are growing up without fathers. So yes, I'm a lady, but I'm saying that working together with our daughter, we will then be able to then build a strong society so that our community can live in harmony. Ultimately, gender-based violence needs to stop, and it is through the voices of these men that are here that we are saying that they need to lead that narrative that changes the whole issue of men are dogs, men are perpetrators. We don't need that. And through this formation, we are then able to say that when they go back to different communities, they are able to now empower, teach, and spread the word, and also raise awareness, even to those men that are also being abused. This platform would now also create a safe space for them to now come out and say, where do I get help? How do I get help? So that we are then able to now restore the dignity of men within our communities.
To those who think ukuthi indoda maningi ngize ngitshele umfazi, and then about these informations ungathini kubona, more special kulabo abathi hayi mina I can't attend lezi zinto lezi system whatsoever, ungathini kubona?
What I can say to those is that we are living in a changing environment. South Africa is a very democratic country. You need to ensure that you then align yourself in terms of the thinking that says that collaboration, because we can't have the situation where culture, where religion would now draw you back in terms of how you are then able to advance this. Now we do have the National Strategic Plan for GBVF, where we then bring everybody, and through the pillars that we have, we are then able to say that let us now shift the focus. Those that are traditionally outward, we are then saying that come, let's engage, let's now be empowered, so that we are then able to build harmonious families, because it's ultimately it's not about us, but we need to be champions we need to be advocacies for those that are voiceless, for those that are victimized, and for those individuals that would still now not necessarily be aligned. We are saying that come and join us and be part of the solution.
As a department, as an organizer, as a leadership, what do you expect to achieve with this program today?
The achievement is change of mindset, going back to the communities and creating a safe environment where Amadoda themselves would now start this conversation so that they would then able to be in the forefront and change the narrative where that says that men are trash. And to those that are abusing women, we need more men that would now educate other men to say that there's alternative to gender-based violence, there's alternative to physical fight, there's alternative where we are now able to now talk instead of fighting and beating up a woman, so that we are then able to now have a conversation amongst men and women. So as a department, we are saying that jointly, men and women, we need to work together. Gender-based violence does not really assist, but only it destroys families.
Wow. So, Maoledi, tell me about your department. What is the role in our society, in our community, in our country?
The Department of Social Development is one of those departments that we are working with communities, from the children, from people who are living with HIV and AIDS, people who are living with disabilities, and we also have gender-based violence programs, which then includes the other programs that now talks to the elderly, so sustainable livelihood, which then talks to skills development of young people. We also now are able to now ensure that those that are impoverished, they are then being assisted through the foster care, through family preservation, through adoption and foster care, that we are then able to now preserve families in our communities, and also the level of empowerment where we are able to raise awareness in our communities to ensure that the community gets to know of our services, and also to house the victims of gender-based violence in case maybe they are victims and they do not feel safe. And we work closely with our different counterparts where we are then able to say that our services and social development caters for umntwana azalwe up until the older persons who would now be in need of accommodation because they are not able to now be feeling safe in their respective homes. So sisebenza including those that are affected by drugs. Just recently we just launched INTSIKA, where we are then able to say that drugs are not good for our communities. Drugs also perpetuate gender-based violence. We are then able to now take those that are saying that I'm enough, I do no longer want to abuse drugs, so that we are then able to take you to rehabilitation center and rehabilitate you, so that we are then able to be reintegrated back to your family. So we do a lot as umphakathi of social development in Gauteng.
So, kuma organization, companies, collaboration, movement, adila ngama social issues, zonke lezi zinto zimentionile, akhona elokishini. You as a big organization in our country, nibanceda kanjani ukuthi nabo bazithole bengaluzi that thing yokuthi we want to help a community, because we know a lot of organizations and companies, they don't have funding, they don't have things that angabayenza ukuthi baqhubeke nama movement. So nibanceda kanjani?
Okay, thina kwa social development, we are partnering with NPOs that are complying to legislation, that are registered with the department, that are saying that they want to operate an NPO. So what we usually do, we would then fund the organization so that they are then able to be an extension of the department in different areas where the department is not able to reach. So we will fund the organization, they will submit a business plan to the department, we will assess the business plan, and then once we are then satisfied that this whole business plan and the process is in line, it's approved according to the norms and standard, then we are then able to fund so that they are then able to implement programs emphakathini where the social development is not able to reach.
To someone who's watching this interview, who's sitting at home, who was willing ukuthi abelana but akakhona ukuthi abelana, In regardless ukuthi umuntu wesifazane umuntu wesilisa, what can you say to her or to him about this program?
I can say that as we are approaching 16 days of activism, be the champion in your community. Be a positive role model to the kids that might be there within your communities, and be a voice to the voiceless, that when you see something, say something, don't just keep quiet. Raise your voice so that the perpetrator gets to then be uncomfortable to ask to end gender-based violence in our communities.
Thank you, Mommy.
Yeah,
The last question, are we allowed to take your contact or anything?
yes, you are able to take my contact. I am based at the provincial office, the Department of Social Development, at 69 Commissioner Street. My number is 071-686-4082, or you are able to have my landline 011-0227-0034. Or if you are not, it's a 24-hour line for the Gender Command Center. It's a 08600-248-248. Thank you very much.
May God bless you. Siyabonga kakhulu, Mama.
Thank you.
Wow.